Welcome back with lesson 45. So we're going to be looking at direct and indirect speech. We often have to give information about what people say or think. In order to do this, you can use direct or quoted speech or indirect or reported speech. Okay, direct speech or quoted speech is the same thing. So it's saying exactly what someone else has said. It's called direct speech, sometimes called quoted speech as well. Here is what a person says appears within the quotation marks. So for example, do you know when we read a book, okay, and normally the writer, he would put exactly with the quotation mark of what the person is saying on that scenario. So for example, she said, comma, today's lesson is on presentations, full stop, close it. Or, today's lesson is on presentations, comma, she said, full stop. Indirect speech or reported speech doesn't use quotation marks to enclose what the person has said or is saying, so it doesn't have to be word by word. And then this is quite bad because it's when people mix up words, when they put their own opinions on top of what someone else has said, and this is bad. Okay, this can be used against you. So let's have a look at the example as well. So here we have the direct speech and the indirect speech. Direct speech. I'm going to the cinema, he said. Indirect. He said that he was going to the cinema. So I'm just stating what he said. Okay, do you know when some people we're talking to them and they want to imitate someone else, so they say, oh, she said that she was this is what she said to me, okay, I'm going to the cinema today, okay. All right, so some people, they like to play with words, they like to imitate and copy others, so they use direct speech. Or if you want to talk about a person, what they said, they could say, oh, he said that he was going to the cinema. I mean, she said that she was going to the cinema today. Okay, so it depends how you say things. You can use the modal verbs also and sometimes it will change. For example, when we use will with direct speech, she said, comma, I'll teach English tomorrow online. Okay, you can use it with would on indirect speech. She said she would teach English online tomorrow. Can. She said I can teach English online. Indirect, we use could. She said she could teach English online. Must. Direct speech, we use must. She said I must have a computer to teach English online. Indirect, had to. She said she had to have a computer to teach English online. Shall. She said, what shall we learn today? And indirect, we use should. She asked what we should learn today. May, direct speech. She said, may I open a new browser? Indirect speech. She asked if she might open a new browser, or if she could. It depends. Exercise. Change the sentences into reported speech using the correct tense. So here on the first one. He said, I won't have enough time to finish the job. And then I'll put it in the indirect. He said that he wouldn't have, or you have to use one of the modal verbs in there, so you can change or it could be the same, so you have to see which one is correct. So there's only 3 of them, but it will make you think. Okay, so next lesson, lesson 46, is our last lesson, and it's on punctuation, so we're going to be looking at that and some examples and exercises as well. Okay, so see you soon on lesson 46. Bye.